Hey guys, this is Recently Rhonda. Please subscribe to my channel. For those of you who even pay attention mildly, you know that it's been a while, like a very long fucking while. I think the last thing that I did was a rant about Valentine's Day because I just can't stand how people get all crazy during that holiday. Yes, it's nice to get shit, but you don't have to go nuts. So I'm over it now. And then the time before that, really the only thing I was doing is either singing or being a fucking crybaby bitch weirdo. That was actually the last actual, I think, post that I did in terms of a blog because I was butthurt for a really long time. Since then, I've had to actually break other people's hearts because that's just how the world works. And kind of burn through a couple boys just to kind of get my head back in the game. Now I'm back to being somewhat fucking normal. I'm never going to be normal, but at least I'm on a normal track and doing normal things instead of just fucking being a crybaby and sulking. So, what I'm going to talk to you today, it's going to be a fucking kind of a rant. It's going to definitely be a rant because I just went home a few weeks ago. And what I'm going to call this rant, it's going to be called Move Away Madness. Because I just went home, like I said, a couple weeks ago. And for those of you who have either never moved away from home or have not been home yet since you've moved, just know that it is not a vacation. You are going to burn through and waste vacation days on this trip. You are going to have a very mild amount of fun. You are going to be stressed the fuck out. And basically, for the most part, if you live in a small town, everything's going to be the same. It's going to be like you fucking like you are in a time warp. Like you left and a bunch of time has passed. But when you go back, it's like no time has passed. It's kind of like you went outside to smoke a cigarette and then you came back in and people are still having the same conversation. That's how I feel anyways. And pretty much everyone that I've talked to from here that has moved away and visited home, it's all the same stuff. It's fucking obnoxious, that's what it is. So as most of you know, 2.5 years ago I moved from Albany, New York to Las Vegas. It's about a 2,700 mile trip, distance, whatever. I traveled this distance now 5 or 6 times since 2.5 years, which is a pretty fucking good amount to go home. So I travel all this distance all the fucking time. Now, in the meanwhile, when I'm not home or, you know, my old home where I was from, all my old friends whom are basically now acquaintances, and it's very sad to say, but most of them, yes, they are acquaintances. We fell out of touch. It's life. It happens. But most of them in the meantime are always like, oh man, I'm coming to Vegas. I'm doing this. Like, I can't wait to come. Like, I'm saving money, this, that, the other thing. And then I'll ask them a couple months later, like, oh, you know, are you still coming to Vegas? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? It's like, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. And yet you check your Facebook and they're always at the fucking bar. Well, now I'm confused. Because when I'm broke, I can't fucking afford to go to the bar. Like, I can't afford to go to the bar every night as is now. So it's kind of funny how you're broke all the time and yet you have the luxury to go to the bar every single fucking day. Nothing aggravates me more. I'm leaving probably, I don't even think it's arguable at this point, the best town in the entire country to go to a fucking podunk little fucking city where I'm from. And don't get me wrong, I love most of the people there. I do love all 4 seasons, but come on. I'm leaving Las Vegas to go to Albany, New York. And you fuckheads, now I've been home 5, 6 times, like I said, you fuckheads cannot seem to put together just a little lump sum of money to come to the best city in the country. It's utterly fucking insane. Absolutely fucking just, I don't even know how to even make words for what I'm so aggravated right now about. So that's that. But now, when I actually go home, and now I spend my fucking money to basically be tormented every single time I go home. It's either too fucking cold for all the clothes that I bring, or too fucking hot and humid, so therefore the clothes that I do bring, even though they're summer clothes, they're sticking to me. Which I know it's where I grew up, it's where I'm from, I understand that. But when you move away for so long, you forget how shitty those certain things were. So, I go home 2,700 miles later, and I get phone calls and text messages and Facebooks like, oh, come meet me here, come meet me there. Oh, you should go to this such and such a place. I just traveled across the country to come visit you guys, and the least any of you can do is travel 30 minutes in any direction out of your fucking way. And not a single one of you, with maybe the exception, no, actually no, I take it back. Not a single fucking one of you assholes have even tried or attempted to come and see me. I actually, when I went home, I went to go see my two best friends who used to live here, now they live there. They're the only people that even try to come in contact with me at least once a week. So I went to go see them first, naturally. They're the ones that deserve it. They're the ones that actually go out of their way to talk to me. And then I hold like this dinner on Wednesday night. And the dinner was nice, and a bunch of people came, and that was very, very awesome. Whoever came, I thank you for coming. That was amazing. Nobody bitched and moaned or whatever. We all had a good time. It was a mild night, whatever. Thank you for that. But as for the rest of you, it is like pulling your fucking teeth to get you to come out and say hi. I understand we used to be best friends and we all grew apart and whatever. But Jesus fucking Christ, I make an effort. You can't make a fucking effort. Not only am I making an effort, but I also traveled the fucking distance to make it. And you can't fucking spare an hour out of your fucking day. Some people said that they were going to come to my little dinner and didn't show up. Naturally. These are the same people that I could have fucking bet millions of dollars on at the fucking sports book, and I would have won. Because I knew fucking every single one of them that didn't show up wasn't going to, which is absolute bullshit. People who I haven't spoken to in 5+ years still showed up. That's got to tell you something. You're kind of a fucking asshole. I don't care if you guys have a new girlfriend or a new boyfriend or whatever the fuck you have now. That's fucked up. You guys absolutely fucking suck. And I'm sick of it. You guys all are out of your minds. So I'm done making an effort, and pretty much that is what it is at this point. So that's my rant for today, because I've never been more fucking pissed off at anything in my entire life, and it happens every single fucking time I go home, and I just don't understand what's with it. And I talk to other people that go home, and they say the same fucking thing, that everyone fucking wants to come out and is all broke and can't do anything and yada yada yada, and yet they're out at the bar. Or when you actually travel fucking across the country just to like see these people that, you know, you grew up with and your family and your friends and yada yada yada, they can't even drive 30 minutes out of the way. That's fucked up. Stinky doesn't even, hey Stink, tell him you're fucked up. So you guys are all fucked up, and I don't like it, and I don't think it's cool. I travel out of my way for a lot of fucking people, but you know what? Those of you who didn't show up, those of you who continue to stay in a fucking time warp, and pretend that you hate your life, and you always complain about where you're from, and everything's terrible, and yet you never seem to leave. You all suck. And that is the end of this rant for real now. Thank you.